If you guys are anything like me, chances are you haven't even touched the seasonal content because it's boring as all hell. And let's be real, 5 red borders for each crafted weapon is way too much when you get like 2 umbral energy from completing a 10-minute long activity. But now that we're at the end of the season, earning these red borders is easier than ever. So if you guys want some of these Godrolls and the crafted variants for Season of the Plunder weapons, which are honestly some of the best weapons currently in the game, then this video is for you. Yo, what's going on guys? It's G Miners here, and in this video we are going over 2 major things. First and foremost is the most efficient way to farm red borders. This includes all the upgrades, activities, quest lines, and farming methods you should be using. And then second, I'll be going over what weapons you should be getting first, along with which roles you should actually be crafting. Some of these weapons are definitely top tier and others not so much, so you don't want to waste your time getting those that are going to be useless. If you guys want to see more Godroll weapon videos and farming methods on the channel, then make sure to drop a like and sub down below. Only 15% of you guys that watch these videos are actually subbed, so click that red button and let's get into it. Okay, so starting off, your main goal is going to be to get all of the following upgrades, and I will be going over the most efficient way to do this as well. These are going to be available in the helm within the star chart, and then all you do is right click the pirate crew to check out all of the upgrades. Your first upgrade isn't going to matter at all. And then after this, I would recommend the floating debris upgrade, which increases your chance to earn weapons at the end of Catch Crash, which can have a chance to be red borders. The next 3 upgrades are all extremely good. Start with focused weapon spoils. This allows you to focus umbral engrams into Season of the Plunder weapons, and the first one each week should be red border. Weapon treasure map allows you to earn Season of the Plunder weapons repeatedly from expeditions, which also have a chance to drop as red borders. And then magnetic drill does the exact same thing, but this is from the main chest, not the treasure chest that you dig up. In the 4th column, only grab something if you absolutely need to. These upgrades are kind of useless. Usually you do need to get a couple unlocks before you earn the next column unlocks and they become available. And then after this, you are going to want the hidden compartment upgrade, which gives you a guaranteed red border from your first weekly Catch Crash. So that is 1 free red border each and every week. And then after this, you're also going to want the double plundered umbral energy map upgrade and the precise cartography upgrade. These let you choose to earn more umbral energy through expeditions. The map at base gives double, which is 6 energy. And then with precise cartography, this bumps it up to 7 if you're using this map. So these are really good for farming umbral energy so that you can go back and purchase weapons using umbral engrams later. With these upgrades unlocked, your main goal is going to be to complete a Catch Crash and make sure that you can also purchase a red border weapon each and every week. That's going to be 2 guaranteed red borders, and then from there, all you need to do is farm expeditions for extra weapon drops and umbral energy as well. Now, if you need to earn these upgrades, you are going to need to earn repute, which are pretty much just unlock tokens, and to earn these, you need to do one of 2 things. You either need to complete the seasonal quest line steps, which I ended up doing here, or you need to complete seasonal challenges, which tend to be a bit more tedious. I highly recommend you just do the quest line for 2 major reasons. First off, this is going to have you doing expeditions and some Catch Crash depending on the quest steps you are on and what you choose to do, which means you get chances for red border weapons and umbral energy while doing this, and then you also get a guaranteed red border weapon for each major quest step you complete, and there should be 8 major quest steps, so that is 8 red border weapons. On top of all of that, you should also be able to grind this entire quest line out in just a few hours, so this method is way faster than doing each and every individual niche little challenge to earn the repute that way. The quest line will have you complete an expedition along with a minor activity. Then you're going to go and complete a hideout, which is just a beefed up lost sector. And then finally, each and every time you just go to the Eliksni quarters and you talk with Spider, where he gives you 3 reward options to pick from. Now, originally, the drops were bugged for this, and I'm not sure if they are completely fixed now. However, every time I picked the right option, I got a red border weapon, so just do that. And then once again, after you have all of the upgrades that I went over, just do 1 Catch Crash and buy 1 red border each and every week. Then go and farm expeditions for drops and for some extra umbral energy so you can stack up on that. And if you do have a surplus of energy by the end of the week, just buy a few extra weapons for more chances at red borders. With all of that out of the way, the 4 main weapons that you should be going for are going to be Tarnished Metal, which is the Scout Rifle, No Reprieve, which is the Slug Shoddy, Sail Spy Pitch Glass, the Linear Fusion Rifle, and then Blood Feud, which is the SMG. Tarnished Metal, in my opinion, should be your top priority. For endgame content, Scouts are in a pretty solid place right now, and they haven't really been a hard meta for a while, so I could easily see Scouts getting another buff before Lightfall. The main Godroll for Tarnished Metal is going to be a Rapid Hit and Explosive Payload, which is going to give it extremely snappy reload and handling, and I believe that Explosive Payload is technically a 30% damage buff as well. However, the explosive part can't deal crit damage, so depending on your headshot percentage, it might not be the best thing in the world, but there aren't many other better options. Demo and Volt Shot seem like they would be a super good combo, but Volt Shot on a Scout doesn't seem to feel that great. I've been using that perk to level up my own crafted version, and it honestly just feels bad. For no reprieve, you are going to want Triple Tap and Surrounded, or Triple Tap and Focused Fury. Some people have covered this, saying that Surrounded is meta, and it makes it one of the highest damaging weapons in the game. Surrounded, with Surrounded Spec and the enhanced perk benefits, make this come out to like a 40% weapon buff. However, I personally don't think Surrounded is super viable for most damage strats, so I would probably opt for Focus Fury, which is going to be about half the damage buff overall, but should work in many more cases. And Triple Tap is going to pair super nicely with this to give you extra ammo back to utilize the Focus Fury buff longer. Sail Spy Pitch Glass is an arc linear fusion rifle, so at this point we already have top tier options for each element, and in a team setting, Storm Chaser is going to be the better arc option because it has firing line. So for this, I think the best option is to go with Clown Cartridge and Vorpal Weapon. Vorpal is half the buff that something like Focus Fury is, but Focus Fury only applies for half the mag, so these come out to be dead even. Clown Cartridge does give more ammo to the mag, which does technically make Focus Fury slightly more favorable for damage, but at a much higher risk. If you end up missing just one headshot, then they once again are going to become dead even, and since this is for solo play, I think Vorpal is all around better against champs and mini bosses as well. Lastly, the only reason I recommended Blood Feud was because it is the best SMG that has Headstone currently. This makes it good for stasis builds that revolve around grenade recharge rate, like with the Bleak Watcher turrets, so Ambitious Assassin and Headstone is going to be the best role. Frenzy might end up being better in most other builds, but again, the only reason to use this is for Headstone, so if you aren't on stasis, I would just choose a different SMG. The sidearm and LMG are nothing special for endgame content. They're still super solid if you want weapons to mess around with and have fun with, but I don't see them as ever being meta options. Let me know which roles you guys currently have crafted in the comments below, and I do also stream a bunch over on my Twitch where we do a ton of low man raids and speedruns. A link to that is in the description below along with my Discord server. Anyways, that's all for this video, guys. As always, have a good one. Peace.